Hi guys, welcome to Man United Agenda and good evening to everyone all around the world tuning in. This is the Euro Roundup. It's today the 18th, no, it's the 19th today, isn't it? 19th of June, and we are deep into the tournament, into the second round of games as well. And I'm delighted, because Croatia played today, I'm delighted to be joined by Dora. And luckily, Stefan's on board as well. And Stefan's had a day off work, so he's managed to watch majority of games as well. And we will see what his thoughts are of the tournament so far. So big up to everyone in the comments. Let's see who's in the house. We've got Stephanie Griffiths saying big up to Amondi, Stefan and Dora. Thank you so much. And we've also got Bilal in the house. He's saying, Shariki, and I know it. I'm Shariki, and I know it. Where's that from? One Tom Bang. What's that?
Ziriki is a player that we are.
I know that. But where's the song? It's a song reference, isn't it? I'm sexy.
I'm sexy.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Very good. Very good play on word.
At the same time.
Did you know when you're out, Stefan and Dora? Do you actually, and that song comes on? Do you actually sing that? I'm sexy and I know it. You actually go along with it and sing that?
It depends in what state I am.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, it's been a day of 3 games today, and naturally, we're going to start with the first game of the day, and it's a disappointing result for the fantastic Croatian side. I embarrassingly didn't see the game. Stefan, did you watch it?
Yeah, I've seen some of it.
What's your take on it? But let's go first to Stefan, because he's a neutral here.
You see some of it, but obviously we've got the Croatian correspondent with us today, so it's going to be maybe nice in this stuff. All right, let's hear your take on this 2-2 game with Albania.
Yeah, I watched Croatia-Spain. Sorry, Dora wasn't particularly good. Then there was today as well. I just think that the Croatian team just lack a bit of speed and dynamism. I feel like maybe it's just because it's an older team and some of that speed has gone. No Rebic today, I don't think. Perisic looking a little bit slow on it. Midfield, again, it's Brozovic, Modric, it's Kovacic, all over 30, so maybe just lacking a little bit of legs. But yeah, really disappointing just to concede that goal at the end as well. Like, 96th minute equalizer. That's got to hurt. Like, and I've got 2 teams I could support at the Euros, but neither are good enough to qualify. Like, so I wish I had a team to support. So I just like watching as a neutral. It's an interesting experience anyway.
Wow. All right. So is this a derby, Croatia and Albania? In my mind, I think they're quite situated near to each other, or in that same part of the world.
Yeah.
So talk us through. I mean, were you confident going into the game, knowing that you'd lost the first game? Were you confident that, we're going to take them and we're going to beat them, Dora?
Oh my God, where do I start? Where do I start? So first of all, Albania is located under Montenegro, which, Montenegro separates us. So yeah, we are quite close to each other. But this is actually our first historical match. We never played each other since the independence of both countries. So it was, interesting to see, Balkan teams, playing each other for the first time. And I've been here after the Spain loss, and I talked to Mr. B, and I said that we are going to play. We played 4-3-3. It didn't work because Brozovic is not a football player anymore. I don't know why is he there, and it doesn't work, right? I need to be harsh, right? The moment he signed for Saudi Arabia, he is absolutely atrocious. He went there for other reasons. Who know? People who know, they know. It wasn't for football. And you might think that after that horrendous performance, and I know Spain are amazing, but I felt that we dropped the ball, and I think it was at fault. The coaches were at fault, and the manager was at fault because we didn't set up or prep at all. Yeah. And then he goes and sets up the team the same way, and he changes some of the players. Josip Juranovic is starting over Josip Stanisic. As you might know, Josip Stanisic played for Bayer Leverkusen this season. He's been one of their one of their best players. The guy him and Kovacic were one of the better players against Spain. He drops him for Josip Juranovic, who hasn't played football at Union Berlin for months. I don't know why was that change relevant. We saw Schutella and Guardiola at centre back positions, which is okay.
He played left back the other day, didn't he, Guardiola?
Yes, he tried, but the team isn't suit up for him to play there. I mean, it's City; he can do it here, not. And then left back Ivan Perisic as a left back. With all due respect to Perisic, I like him. I think he was actually okay today. I cannot fault him for anything, but he's old, first of all, and he only played 7 games this season for Hajduk Split and averaged 40 minutes per game. So this is only on a name, Omondi and Stefan. Like they're only playing because they are names. They did something for the national team. And then once again, that trio, Kovacic and Modric are, Modric cannot play a whole 90 minutes. We saw that this season, he's 39. It's normal. I mean, when you get to that age, you physically cannot, go through 90 minutes of insane football. And today was, Albania was, they were in the defense all the time, but you needed to run to stop them because they were running all over the place. They're trying to catch us off the counter. And you put these old guys, and Stefan is right? Look, only 6 players are 30 and 30 plus in Croatian squad, and 90% of them are in the starting 11. Why? We have much better players on the bench, and he insists on it. Brozovic had a stinker, one of the worst performances in Croatian shirt in a very long time. Against Spain, he puts him again, and he's absolutely dog shit. Once again, non-existent. He's at fault for the first goal. Albania first goal, not tracking back the player. He's slow. He's too slow. It was like I'm watching Manchester United and Casemiro at the in a few months of the first. Like literally, like I'm watching Ten Hag ball since September to April. For the most of the season. But Ten Hag had excuses. You're right. Excuses. He had some injuries, right, and something like that. This guy has a full squad, and he doesn't change anything. Then we went. So what we are trying to do was 4-3-3, right? We are trying to play whatever, right? But this time he put in Petkovic, and he tried to play with crosses, and he doesn't put any of the natural wingers. Kramaric and Lovromayer are not natural wingers; they are inverted midfielders or second strikers. Why are they in the team? We have natural strikers, natural wingers on the bench. Marko Piazza, Marko Pašalić, Mario Pašalić. They are very good. Martin Baturina, great talent. Like, why not use, Iluka Ivanušec? Why not use, proper natural wingers? But no, he's using inverted. And then at the 60th minute, he realizes, oh my God, I need a freaking winger. And then he puts in at least Mario Pašalić, who can play on that right side and, go, he always, he's great in the air. He goes, in the box a lot. He's, very, really good, coming, from behind and all that. And it's just, oh my God, like calamity. I don't want to rant too long because we are on limited time, but it felt like we didn't prep. Perisic said before the game in the press conference that they knew which team is going to play against Albania a week ago, meaning that they disregarded the Italy and Albania game, which they were supposed to scout because they are playing that team next. And he still put out. And then he realized, oh my God, that 4-3-3 doesn't work. Let's go with 4-2-3-1. And what happened? We played much better in the midfield. But overall, I think, despite, the draw, I think we complicated our lives. It will be hard against Italy. I think this is a modern Italy. Spalletti is quite popular with the way he's 4-3-3. He's one of the first Italian coaches that actually... how do you say it? He went with 4-3-3 in Italy among 3-5-2, 4-4-2 formations, right? He changed the game, by himself, like Napoli, won the league the other year and all that. And I think it will be hard. And I think Dalic is a fraud. And I know people are going to say, "Oh my God, another toxic Croatian fan." He was second in 2018. In 2022, he was third. But in my opinion, I think he's just a vibes player. He's just he's like their dad. He cannot disappoint them. He's disappoint them. I don't care if you're their dad, if you're family
Dora,
and all that.
Dora, you're
That's
saying
insane.
it's all down to the manager. You've mentioned the manager a lot here.
It's
Let me add some
yeah.
positives to this. And Stephen, you can jump in on this as well. It's not over for Croatia. Sometimes teams start slowly. You were 2-1 up and they scored a late goal. It's like a derby as well. They're fighting there for their lives as well, Albania. All you got to do now is beat the team that you usually beat in Italy going in the next round, and you get 4 points and you can qualify for the next round and build from there. So I'm looking at the positives for you, even though it looks doom and gloom right now in Croatia for you. I still think Croatia are capable of beating Italy. Italy are currently on 3 points and they've only played one game. So they might, if they get a win against Spain, for example, they might take their foot off the brake against you. So there's still a lot to play for in the tournament. Do you agree, Stefan? Croatia aren't done and dusted. I mean, look at the doom and gloom on Dora's face. Surely not.
No, I would agree with you, Monday. I think we've got 6 groups, and the top 4 third place teams go through anyway. So
yeah,
there's possibility. It's not over, and if they turn up against Italy, then who knows? Like what could happen? I don't know though. I think Dora might be right. Like, make some changes, be brave with it, take people out of the team, maybe Brozovic to start with, and see what happens. Yeah. What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, play the youngsters. The moment he put in youngsters that are actual wingers, that actually, want to bite and all that, we just started playing better. I mean, I just don't understand. Overall, it was a poor game in my opinion, despite having and then conceding in the last minute, amateurish, performance by both center backs in my opinion. More so, Josip Šutalo, he had an atrocious season at Ajax. I don't know why is he starting in this team, in all honesty. But once again, it's like I cannot wait for this tournament to end for Croatia. In all honesty, of course, I'm toxic right now. I'm not toxic. I'm negative right now, but I know behind the scenes a lot. I know what is happening. I know these players. I know these coaches in their souls. Yeah. I think they should have made those changes before, but we will see. Against Italy, maybe we get something, but I'm not very positive.
All right, guys, we're very fortunate here to have Dora. As you know, Dora's Croatian, and she's disappointed, firstly, with the 3-0 loss to Spain, and now with a 2-2 draw against Albania. But, guys, they're still in the tournament. Do you guys think in the comments Croatia can still improve? She's saying they're old, they're finished, the manager's a daddy. Modric can't play. It's not my words, it's your words, Dora. What do you guys think in the comments? We got Stephanie. She's saying here she reckons it's a draw between Spain and Italy tomorrow. They're both on 3 points at the moment. And what kind of result do you think would be suitable for Croatia tomorrow? Stefan, what do you reckon about that? Spain, Italy. What's going to be?
I mean, probably if they go for a draw, like I'm sure they would probably both take it, because that puts them both on 4 points and probably gets them 1 and 2 in the group, depending on what happens in the last match. But all to play for. I mean, Spain a lot happier with the draw and would fancy themselves to beat Albania, take 7 points, and move on into the next round. But I don't know. I think Italy could be got at. I don't think they were too impressive against Albania. Okay. So maybe there's hope for Croatia.
All right, a couple of comments here from the people in the chat. Obviously, talk about the likes. Thanks, Stephanie. She's saying there's 13 watching, there's 9 likes. Top that up, guys, if you don't mind. She's saying there's going to be a nailed-on draw between Italy and Spain tomorrow. Lucky Singh saying a big Spanish fan. I love plans, shutout, opposition, danger. I want to say hi, everyone, to Chat Sport. He says, good evening. How you doing, Chat Sport? Nice to see you, bro. And we've got Mr. B saying here, Croatia going out. He's sorry, Dora, but he believes it's over. It's over. But it ain't over till the fat lady sings. And I'm looking at the group stage now. I think, if Italy get a win tomorrow, they might take the foot off the brake, and you got a chance of beating them. But you have to win. You have to win in the last group game. But yeah, this is what it's all about. We want people to step up. Maybe we'll just be the catalyst with the pressure you guys are putting on in Croatia right now to tell the manager to do exactly what he did and bring some younger, fresher players in to the fold. And hopefully the manager will take heed and move on like that. All right, we're coming at you, Stefan, because Stefan, you had a day off work. It's funny how everyone's having a day off work. I had a day off work as well. Since the Euros come on, I'm sick, That's not your excuse, is it, Stefan? You actually were working from home, but you took the Germany game against Hungary. Just talk to us about Germany, the previous game they played, because obviously they smashed Scotland. And going into this game, did you expect this result, and how did you think they played?
Yeah, Joe, I think Hungary gave a better account for themselves than what Scotland did. I think Scotland going down to 10 men really kind of put the nail in the coffin in that performance, but very, very impressive with Germany at the minute. And for me, I think they've been the best coached team in the tournament so far. I think their system really, really looks good. And they do seem like they can score a lot of goals. Today watching that match, Kroos absolutely fantastic in the middle of the pitch. I think they said 125 passes on commentary. So that's proper control in their game as well. And they've got such a good blend of players who are pretty used to playing with each other. Kimmich in there knows that kind of right back coming in inverting role really well. Rudiger, he's a big character, but he's also a top defender as well. Yeah, and with Wirtz and Musiala, I think they've got two of the better young players in the tournament. Again, Musiala scored today. Yep. Very impressive in the first match as well, as was Florian Wirtz. And yeah, I'm pretty happy if I was a German fan. I think they're playing really good stuff. I wouldn't mind seeing Füllkrug given a go up front over Havertz, but maybe that's the only thing they could have a look at. But definitely very, very impressive. But I thought Hungary give a decent account for themselves today. They worked very, very hard, and 2-0. I mean, they had a chance or two. There was a good free kick. I think Soboslai took it. Neuer made a little bit of a mistake, kind of just pushed it out into a danger area and almost cost them a goal. But no, Germany, what's that, 2 games, 7 goals, 1 conceded. It's looking good if you're a Germany fan. Yeah.
Are they the best team you've seen so far? We've seen everyone play, haven't we, Dora? How Germany looking? Did you see? And you didn't. I don't think you've seen the game much, or you've seen the highlights today. But what do you think about Germany? Their performance at the moment.
I watched it 20 minutes of it. I was really busy, but I caught up. They are out of this world good. I think what's really
making them so good? I mean, what's the key thing that makes Germany so good? Is it the home advantage, or is it something the players?
I mean, you can put, of course, home advantage is home advantage for a reason. Advantage for a reason, right? But I think Stefan is nailed on. I think the way Nagelsmann constructed this team, after watching Germany before, they tried, high with 3 at the back. They tried a lot of things, right? With under 11, Hansi Flick, and it didn't work. And this guy comes in, calls up players that are in form, actually.
Yep.
And constructs such a good, especially that starting 11, and finds their roles. As Stefan mentioned, the young guys, Musiala and Wirtz, they are absolutely insane. Then you have, Kroos, who is, he wants to prove something, but he's still insane player who is going to retire soon. And, the way he distributes those balls is amazing. I cannot believe what I'm watching. His balls have eyes on. That's how it looks like he's playing handball, he's throwing those balls with hands. He is absolutely amazing. And yeah, I think that they are a well-oiled machine. I think I commentated with Best Time in the afternoon. This is probably one of the best, not just styles, but the way one national team can play in a big tournament. One of the best looking, national teams in the tournament. Absolutely, I think they showed more than, for example, Spain, Italy, France. I think they are absolutely amazing, and I think it will be it will be hard to stop them, in all honesty. And I think, of course, it's early. There are still group ages. Hungary maybe not, and Scotland not maybe the strongest teams to play against, but I think they will play well against better teams as well. And I would just shout out Ilkay Gundogan. I think he had a perfect game today.
Yeah,
absolutely
what a goal.
Amazing.
Can I just say that goal was beautiful to take that with his left foot. Don't you think, Stefan? But it's a beautiful team goal. That's what you expect from the Germans. But Gundogan's right-footed, and to take that with his left foot and just pop in the corner, smooth, efficient.
Yeah,
German.
yeah. It's just experience, Amanda. I remember maybe not last season at Barcelona, but season before at City. From about January onwards, he was their best player. He scored. He scored 2 against us in the FA Cup final. Wasn't?
Yeah.
I know he got the first one. Did he get the second one? I think he did.
That's a bad memory.
I think I know. I tried to wipe it from my head, but he's just a guy who steps up in these big moments for his team. Yeah. Always has a knack of finding a goal, and I mean Gundogan's been doing it. He was in that Dortmund team under Klopp, 2012, 2013. Wow. He's still going pretty strong. I think he must be 35, 36 at this point. But
no, surely not.
Is he that old?
Old. Oh, wow. Yeah. Just is he still a good player?
Is that true? Is he captain?
Yes.
So yes, he obviously he's got something about him then, hasn't he? To be captain of the German side.
He's 33, to be fair. He's 33.
Okay. But he's got something about it because he seems like a quiet player, just technically good player. But he's obviously got captain qualities because to be captain in the side like Germany, and obviously the role he's given under Pep at Man City, and then obviously with Barca, he's a valued player. Do you think players like him? Do you think he seems like a nice guy to me, but underrated, I feel, as a top performer in world football.
Yeah, I think they love him. I mean, obviously, people are saying, "Oh my God, Kroos isn't a captain," but he hadn't played for years for Germany. This guy went through all the bad stages of German teams since 2014, right?
Yeah.
Hence why he is, how do you say? Hence why he's a head captain. He went through a lot with this team, and yeah, Steph, I think, mentioned in the comments that if England finishes second in their group, they're going to potentially face Germany. If they do, at this moment in time, after we saw how both teams play, I think Germany, it's not going to be like the last Euros where, England was, better, much better. I think Germany had some chances then, but this time I think it will be a different game. I think this is a well-oiled machine, and I think there must be an exceptionally insane national team in their defense to stop this team, and it will be interesting to see if there is someone like that.
Okay, so Germany got 6 points in the group. You got Switzerland on 4, and Scotland and Hungary. 1 point for Scotland. Grain today, and Hungary still without a win. Just speaking about Gundogan as well. Question for you, Dora. When you come back,
my cam is.
No worries. Sorry, I like my Boban. Question for you. Speaking about Gundogan, who on this panel, Dora, looks the most like Gundogan?
If I say me, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Looks like Gundogan. Look at it.
No.
Stephen, look.
No.
Come on.
You have to put a photo.
Yeah.
You have to put
a beard.
Yeah, come on, man. I see it. You don't see it, Dora. No. All right. And you didn't see the final game of the group, which was Scotland against...
Oh, my God. It's not even close, Monty. Please, put on some glasses.
I'm maybe seeing things. I thought it was good one next to me, but Stefan for Northern Ireland. All right. Yeah. Scotland today, obviously, they got thrashed by Germany. They came back and they want some retribution. And we got Scott McTominay watch as well. Can we do a Scott McTominay watch today? Who watched the game? Who's going to talk about Scotland versus Switzerland today?
Well, Scott McTominay got the goal eventually. Got awarded to him. So is he United's only scorer at the tournament so far? Or did Eriksson score for Denmark? I can't remember.
Eriksson, yeah.
Oh,
there we go. So okay. We've got two on the board now, so that's good. I actually think Scotland give a pretty good account for themselves tonight. Against Hungary, they've got everything to play for. Absolutely everything. That last opportunity that came off the post, I thought that was it, and it was in. And if Scotland did score that and it went 2-1 and they got the 4 points, then I think they would probably get through the group. But it all comes down to the last game. They would have took that at the start of the tournament. If you told them it'll come down to the last group match, one-off match, if you win, you go through, they would have took that. So it'll be an interesting one. I think it should be Sunday, Monday kind of time. So I'll be looking forward to it. It'd be nice to have a match with stakes as well. So
yeah, we want to see that, don't we? We want to see everything at stake going into the last game. Is it true that in all major tournaments, Scotland don't win either, but Scotland have never qualified from the group stage? I heard that today. If that's true, then wow. When you think about all the great players they had in the past, Dalglish and Souness and 78 and 82, what a good team. But I think they battled well today. They had to come back. And it's just unfortunate that they got their equaliser there. How the right back feel after giving the ball away like that? You don't play square across the back four like that, do you? And isn't Shaqiri playing in America now? I thought he was finished.
Not when there is a big tournament. He's always, rejuvenated all of a sudden.
Well, that was a great goal, though, wasn't it? I mean, by Shaqiri. I mean, it's got to be up there with one of the goals of the tournament so far. And there's been a few decent shots. The Turkish young boy the other day. We had Romania.
Both Turkish goals were insane yesterday. Yeah, I agree.
So what's your best goal, guys, in the comments? What's your favorite goal so far? Because I thought Shaqiri, to take that first time, maybe he ain't got the legs to drive forward, but he took that first time, bent it, top bins, and the keeper could do nothing about it. But for me right now, my favorite goal is the Gundogan goal for a team goal, and the way he finished that with pure perfection. Lovely thing. So can Scotland go through? I mean, what do we know about Hungary? Can they play them next? They've got to be encouraged, haven't they? They played Germany first, the hardest team. Then Switzerland, get a draw. And now they've got apparently the weakest team in Hungary. Did you see anything from Hungary today to suggest that they would beat Scotland? Because Hungary's still got a chance going through. If they beat Scotland, to go to 3 points.
When we did the predictions, right, I rated Hungary to go through. Either second or third, but I felt that they have some quality in that team, right? Besides Soboslai, they have, Saleh, they have Willi Orban, they have some quality players that are playing in Bundesliga, most of them, some of them are in Hungary, and it's just, even today, even today against Germany, they had some chances, but they couldn't bury them. What was the first game they played against Switzerland? Once again, a lot of chances. They missed a lot. They don't have a finisher. I think they share that problem with Croatia.
How do you feel they're going to do against Scotland? Should Scotland be encouraged by this? Would you pick Scotland to beat them with everything at stake? Knowing they can qualify.
I don't know. It will be tough. Okay. It will. Honestly, because both of the teams cannot finish, but I would favor slightly Hungary because I feel that they have more quality players in their team than Scotland. As much as I like McGinn, as much as I like McTominay, as much as I like, even Chad Adams, who is at Southampton, Kieran Tierney, they are all great players. However, what could 3-4 great players in the team do when other 4 that are absolutely atrocious making mistakes? Look at the Germany game. I think they set up really poorly, in my opinion. I think their setup was poor from the manager. But some of the mistakes that they made, that left right back that got sent off, Christie, very poor performance by him as well. So it will be interesting, right? Of course, this is a one-off game, they're going to prep differently for Hungary, but I would give a slight edge to Hungary. I think they're just, they have more quality. They have more quality in the team, and I trust them more, honestly, than Scotland.
Right, fair enough. I think Scotland are going to do it. I think the passion they showed, and they got more quality. You might they got 1 or 2 good players, Hungary, but I think overall, you look around the Scotland squad, they've got good players playing in the Scottish Premier League and in and around the English top leagues as well. So I think they've got enough there. Stefan, there's a chat here from Chat Sport saying Scotland got a big chance of going through. Also saying Scotland played well in the second half. It's momentum, isn't it? But with that goal, they conceded. They've got -4 goal difference. Even if they did win against Hungary, how's it pan out? You say there's 6 groups, is there? And the third place team goes through in the 4 groups. So how is it?
Yeah.
The goal difference a big issue for Scotland going through the next game?
Potentially, but I would say 4 points gets either team through, because I think there will be groups where teams are finishing third, maybe with 1, 2, 3 points, and you've only got to be better than 2 other teams. I think that's key. But yeah, I would agree with what you guys were saying about Scotland. I think they have a team of really hard-working players, and with McTominay and McGinn, if they get an opportunity, they might bury it. But the one thing that really stood out to me when watching Scotland was there's nobody really there who's going to make an opportunity, find a pass into the box, a little give and go, or just make something out of nothing. I think that's the one thing they lack, just a little bit of cutting edge. And maybe the same for Hungary. I think they make more chances and just can't finish, whereas I don't think Scotland make enough chances throughout the courses of the match. But it'll be an interesting match. I think both teams will have to go for it. That might open it up more for Scotland. And they should be able to at least get some good crosses into the box. We've seen Andy Robertson did for Liverpool for many years, just putting good crosses into the box. And that's got to be the aim, surely, against Hungary. But if Hungary play a back 3, it might be difficult, but we'll see how it goes for them.
All right, let's do a Man United watch, because this is the Man United agenda. Obviously, McTominay scored today. Eriksen scored the other day. We had Bruno playing as well. There's other players scattered around playing for Man United in the Euros as well. So let's start with Bruno. How do you think he's playing in Portugal? I know the boys would have touched on it yesterday, but Bruno's performance, does he fit in well? Does he look like a world-class performer playing for Portugal yesterday?
A good first half. I think he kind of fizzled out a little bit in the second half. But yeah, pretty good performance from Bruno. I think just watching Portugal, there was just a lack of movement and a lack of running in behind. And kind of when Leao came off, just see we've got gifted 5 memberships there, Monday.
Wow, this is Mr. Rushmana. This is the most generous man in the community right now. I remember one time he dropped a big lot of dough on us as well. Thank you so much, Rushmana. He's gifted us 5 Man United memberships, Man United Agenda memberships. We appreciate you, bro. It's always great to see you. But yeah, the gifts are nice as well. But just come along and join us. That will give us more pleasure just to hear your views as well on the Euros right now. Coming to you, Eriksen. Did you see Eriksen, Dora? Man United watch. Is he still going to be a Man United player? Who knows? But apparently he scored. I never saw that game.
Yeah, Denmark played against Slovenia. Look, I think they were a dominant team, but they could have easily lost Denmark in that game. But I felt that, I think it's similar to Bruno, right? He started well. I think the whole Denmark team started well and they just fizzled out, unfortunately. I think that happens when you are fighting against a team that, is defending with 11 players behind the ball. And, when you realize that the opposing team is playing 4-4-2 and they are trying to play that way, quote unquote park the bus. I think it's really hard to do it, but yeah, I'm really happy for him. I think someone mentioned that last Euros he almost died on the pitch, and this time he scored a goal, and I think that's an incredible story. So kudos to Christian Eriksen. I will always respect him for that.
Yeah, that's amazing, isn't it? I mean, look at that, scoring a goal, coming back, and did anyone watch that game live when he collapsed on the pitch?
Unfortunately, yes. Yeah,
it was horrific. It's something that we would never forget, especially when watching it live. You're like, oh my God. It was one of those moments you just like hold your heart in your mouth and you think, wow, thank God he came through. And obviously he became a Man United player and now he's back scoring in Euros. What a great player. I don't know if he'd go down as an all-time great in European football, but he's definitely a top talent. Do you want to talk about Diego Dalot as well? I'm just going to say this about him. Watching Portugal yesterday, he was played in the back three kind of, and the width was supposed to be coming from the left back and Cancelo. But then he was getting wide, but he just didn't have that drive. He was just taking up positions, and no one was really passing to him. And when he did get the ball, there was no real sugar in the final third from Diego Dalot. I expect a bit more from him. As a fullback, if I'm watching as a neutral, forget he plays with Man United, I'm thinking you're damn right to drag him and get him off the pitch, because you want to have more threat in those wide areas, because they're picking a team. Roberto Martinez picking a team to suit the players. And I think he's got an opportunity to really shine, but I think he was pretty poor yesterday. Moving on, last one we're going to talk about is our boy McTominay. Scored a lot of goals in the qualifiers. He scored again today. Performance rating, please, Stefan.
Yeah, I would give McTominay probably a 6 or 7 today. I don't think anyone in Scotland were like genuine 10 out of 10s, but McTominay played pretty well, and he had one effort. The ball just popped up. I seen him swinging the boot at it, and then like the next minute, it like just cannoned off someone and went out. Next minute, I just see him like trying to stretch his legs out. I'm like, he's pulled his hamstring or something, trying to get the leg up. But yeah, hard working performance as always. It's just what you expect from McTominay. Really, he's always going to give you his all. He's always going to fight for the shirt, and he's always going to go for it. So, yeah.
Okay, so that's McTominay. Guys, what's on tomorrow? We will be back at 10:15 tomorrow. There's games galore coming, thick and fast. So tomorrow, Thursday, we've got Spain versus Italy. That's the one Dora's going to be nervously watching, biting her nails. We've got Slovenia, who bit surprise package against Serbia. This is England's group.
Oh, my days.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do you see that one going, guys? Slovenia versus Serbia. Dora, I'll give you Dora, because Dora, that's Serbia's your part of the world. Pick a
and
result.
Slovenia is as well. Yeah, our neighbors. Yeah. Look, it will be interesting. I think Serbia has a huge problem is that they cannot finish for the life of them. I don't know why. I think they have solid players, but on the other hand as well, that like even when they are trying to attack a lot, they score tons of goals, but they concede a lot. I think they are a really unbalanced team in those terms. On the other side, you have.
What do you think then? Slovenia, you must be.
Oh my God, 1-1.
1-1. Okay.
Yeah.
Stefan, coming to you for the last game of tomorrow night, which is the middle game. It's at 5 p.m. We better get home for that. Denmark versus England, and they played each other in the semi-final a couple of years ago, didn't they? Denmark, are they a force to be reckoned with Eriksson scoring goals? Can England get a result?
I think England have to be better than what they were in the last match. I think I was talking to Batham about the match and his feelings and thoughts on it. He felt that too many players for England had too much freedom and they were just kind of drifting all over the place. There was no left-hand side at all going forward, and everything was kind of going through Saka. Bellingham was roaming, Foden was roaming. Harry Kane looked a little bit isolated as well. So I think they have to be better. I think if England work on a few of the issues they had in that match, and they managed to solve some of them by the end of the match, bringing Gallagher on into midfield, taking Trent off, he just didn't look 100% comfortable, with his receiving of the ball in those areas. So yeah, I think England will win. I think they'll have learned a few lessons. They'll have made a few changes, and I would expect them to win. But Denmark, I think Denmark will give them a game. I would expect Denmark to get out of that group too. To be fair, probably second place.
Probably the second best team, better than Serbia.
Yeah,
they were playing in Denmark then. Dora, what do you think of the result of this game, England versus Denmark tomorrow?
Unfortunately, I think England will win. I think it will be 2-1, but they will concede. I think England will concede.
Okay. What do you think of the defence so far? We've got Stones and Gay at centre back. Is that going to work or take us deep into the tournament? When I say us, you know what I mean, England.
Mm-hmm. I think it will be all right if England stops starting to put if they score, for example, in the first 20 minutes, and then Southgate decides that he's going to close out the game at 20 minutes. I think England needs to be relentless. I think you guys need to, attack non-stop to, shut down teams and don't give them hope. you have the players to do it. Unfortunately, for some reason, you are playing to save and to reserved. I think the center back pairing is okay, but I think that you need to. That midfield is still a concern. Question marks over Trent starting in that midfield. But yeah, it will be interesting. Maybe we see Kobe Mino as a starting, midfielder.
I would definitely like to see that. We can do a Kobe watch tomorrow. Make sure you tune in. Guys, a few more comments here. Christian Eriksen was playing in his favourite position, 10 role, says Chat Sport, and it's a brilliant finish. I need to go and check that goal. I haven't seen it. Imagine this. Combined age of Pepe and Ronaldo is 80 years old. And we've also Modric as well playing old age. Is it due to sort of medical advances and technology? You're seeing players now playing older an older age, or is it just something that's been done before?
I mean, that and genetics, I think. I mean, look at Luka Modric. Like, he is small. Like, does he look like, he doesn't have, pronounced muscles and all that? I think it's genetics, honestly, in his case.
Well, if Chat Sport was manager, he would say Ronaldo needs to bench, regardless of the age. Tommy's saying here, Chat Sport saying McTominay gets 7 based on his performance. He's scoring goals. This is really important. McTominay was taking set pieces and free kicks and corners. Imagine that. I was a bit surprised. He's 6'3". I would expect him to be in the box, but if he's the best guy with delivery in Scotland's side, it speaks volumes about the rest. Stephanie Griffith saying, great show, everyone. Thanks, Stephanie. We love that you come on and support us so much. Goals in that game, he reckons, Slovenia and Serbia. Kieran, how you doing? Saying 2-1 Slovenia. And that means Serbia will be going home, probably. Kieran saying here, England will be better with a decent manager. It seems like everyone blames the manager, Southgate. Here, Chat Sports saying Kane, Foden, Bellingham, Saka take up the same spaces, occupy the same spaces on the pitch. So something what Stefan was saying earlier about the movement of those guys. Those guys need to perform. Will Southgate drop Trent? Big talking point, I imagine. I see 2-2 for some reason. That's with Denmark. That'd be interesting. Hey, Stephanie, says Kieran, chatting her up. Do that in private. And Chat Sports saying here, give Kane a number 10 spot. Play Tony striker, drop Foden, and play Gordon. Tony's not in the squad, is he?
Yeah, he is.
He is. What? He's on the bench.
Tony in the squad?
Yes.
You're sitting.
Where have you been living, Omonti?
I thought Tony would be in IP4 or something right now on his holidays. That's where he usually is. Well done, Tony. Well done. I had no idea. Quickly, guys, I was on a show you last night. Just a quick one for you guys to think about. Tony or I'm too sexy for my... Who's the guy? What's the name of the Dutch guy?
Zirke.
Yeah,
what did we say at the start? What's that song?
I'm sexy and I know it.
All right, that guy.
Yeah.
Hey, so we've got Tony, his contract's running out next year, Stefan, and we've got Mr. Sexy from Bologna, who's 6'4", 5, comes deep. It seems to tick the boxes for a Ten Hag player, and he could cost about 40 million. They're saying. Then you got Tony, he's only on 36,000 a week at Brentford. His contract runs out next year. What sort of price you can get for him? And we had the criteria of the players that we'd be getting, and they said under 25s is key. Tony's what 27 or 28, 29 now. Who are you going to pick? Pick one. If out of two, if you were part of the board and we were a decision maker, Stefan, Dora, tell me who you're going to pick between the two of those players.
I would say I would probably still take Xerxes. I like Tony. I just think to get him out of Brentford, he's their best player. It would cost a lot of money. I think they're looking like 70 million for him last summer, and that's considering he was going to miss half the season anyway. So for me, I think it's a no-brainer for Xerxes. Tony might be the better player, but I just think in terms of getting your deal done and actually getting the player in, that's the way to go.
Okay, Dora, your thoughts on this? Tony or I'm too sexy?
I mean, Tony is a finished article, right? But I agree with Stefan. I think despite him, I think his contract is running out, as you said, on Monday next season. They will demand a lot of money. Manchester United X. This guy has Zerker, whatever his name is. Doesn't he have like a release clause or something? 40 million euros. I think that's more cheap. He's young. I think the only thing is that a question mark: is he going to adapt? Is he going to he's a young player, right? He's like Højlund, right? then we will have 2 strikers that are unproven, and we will have to wait for them to click and in the Premier League and everything. But despite all of that, I think that sexy Mr. Sexy.
I agree.
I would get him. I would get him. Yeah.
I definitely agree with you there. So, but it's another Dutchman as well. Are we getting fed up of bringing Dutch players into the squad? I don't know. We've got Chat Sports saying he'd go for Tony all day. Proven Premiership striker, and he's only on £36,000 a week. I don't know how much he would ask for, but that's really cheap. I expect a lot more, bigger pay from Brentford from him. All right. Lastly, guys, we just want to ask you, Dora, what here over in the UK, we've got 2 channels. We've got BBC and ITV. And we've got all these ex-pros. We've got Rio. We've got Micah Richards. We've got Ian Wright. All, talking football. And a few females as well. And sometimes I sit and watch. Say, okay, it's good chat. And Fabregas was talking some nice stuff the other day. Who have you got at Croatian TV talking about the game?
We are watching on Croatian television, which is, the main broadcaster, the national TV in Croatia. They brought many guests, but some of them are clueless. I think that one of them. No. But he wants to be controversial. He's insane. Like I think he went viral because he was saying insane things like, Croatia isn't fast because we weren't a colonialist country and something like that. It was insane. Like they kicked him off. But there are some, good analysts. Sorry. I think that
are they ex-players?
Most of them, yeah. But most of them, yeah. Some of them worked with Croatian national team before, 20 years ago, for example. Today we had Tomislav Ivkovic, who was part of the squad in 2006 Croatia. He was the only one. But my problem is with us, I don't know how is it in UK, is that some of them don't want to step on Croatian FA's toes. So they are quite safe. Tomislav Ivkovic, kudos to him. He said the truth. He said what was really happening in Croatian national team, and kudos to him. Shout out to him. He was telling the truth today. Yeah, but he was telling the truth. The only one who was telling the truth. The other ones were too safe. But but we have ex-players. Yeah.
Stefan, when you're watching BBC or ITV, who do you listen to? Who do you rate out of the commentators and ex-pros, whoever's on TV today?
Joe, I've liked watching and listening to what Fabregas has had to say. He's been doing some pretty good analysis. I always would watch if Gary Neville or Carragher or someone like that is on. I just think a lot of the time, and I don't know what you think about this, Amanda, but a lot of the pundits over here, like they almost equate everything to effort, and it's just one team wants it more, or one team's trying harder, the other guys just they can't be bothered, and that's the only level of analysis we actually get. And I'm like, I want something more. Like I want to get my teeth stuck into some of this stuff.
This is why I agree with you. Hearing Fabregas come on the other day, he's got no horse in the race, has he? He's got no responsibility to speak towards the BBC or protect England national team. He said something key when Rio was asking the other day about why England don't keep the ball in certain areas when they've got great players like Phil Foden and all this. And he just said, look, it's about having the balls or having the confidence to demand things. He said great players like Xavi and Iniesta in situations that keep the ball, they demand it. They want it when it's tight and there's players around you and you're under a bit of pressure. He said Foden brought down the ball the other day with some skill in his box and then kicked it to the touchline or something, that sort of thing. So I like to hear things like that, which is a bit different, where there's no responsibility to worry about coming back. He can say what he wants, and that's how you get a better kind of analysis from one of these guys. Roy Keane is the best pundit. He speaks facts and holds no punches, and system players, as Chat Sports saying here. That's from Kieran, by the way. Guys, don't forget, every night of the Euros, we're here at 10:15. Big up to United Philosophy. Where can we find you? Plug your channel, bro, because even though you're one of us, you're part of the family, you're one of our cousins. Just plug yourself.
Yeah, of course. United Philosophy, as you guys can see, feel free to drop me a follow on Twitter or X, as it's called now, if you want as well. I'm live most nights of the week, normally about 7, so kind of trying to time it. You're between the break, between the 5 o'clock match and the 8 o'clock match. So that's when I try to get on there. Also, just so I can finish the stream up and just go watch the match as well, so I don't have to miss it. But yeah, check it out there, guys. It's always a good time over there, and there's lots of people who are on both channels anyway in the audience, so much appreciated.
Thank you. And Dora, we know we will see you very soon. Keep your head up, Dora. I know it's a disappointing time in Croatia right now. There's a black cloud over your football team, but you never know. And if you do get through, you can be on the show to celebrate it, and this time start smiling and show your face, because you've been really down in the dumps today, and it's not nice to see.
What? Look, my camera betrayed me. Like, I look like I am, in the middle
under a black cloud.
Some drama. Yes. And Monty, you're so dramatic. It's not that. But yeah, look, I always love coming on an agenda and talking football and hanging out with you guys and people in chat. So yeah, thank you for providing me, a venting place, but also a great football talk.
Big up. Kieran is saying here he's subbed to United Philosophy. It's great content, no doubt about it.
Big ups.
True. Big up to Kieran. And Chat Sport saying good channel. Chanel, is that Chanel is in the perfume? Good channel, he's saying there. And United Philosophy, go and subscribe to hit them as well, Chat Sport. Unless you're talking about them and not us. I don't know, but we're both very good. Guys, we'll be back tomorrow, no doubt about it. Unless there's any sort of major transfer news, we might jump on and do something. Make sure you join us at 10:15 tomorrow, and we might have Dory, we might have Stefan again. Who knows? It's lucky dip at the moment. If they get the phone call, they're on. That's how it goes. So back tomorrow. England are playing. Massive day for football in the UK, and we will be covering the game. So God bless, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
Good night.